What is up? It's the legendary Kenan, Kaiser, and we're back to another episode of Dragon Ball Z Super, episode 125. And this episode, oh my god, this episode, Toppo's, it's been confirmed, it's been hinted that he's gonna be a god of destruction in training, and oh my god, he looks swole. He's probably the coolest looking god of destruction there is. But I'm getting way, way ahead of myself, my friends. Let's start off with the boring part. Goku and Vegeta versus Jiren. And they're still trying to work together, but they're not really. We see Vegeta not once but twice says, "Stop telling me what to do, Kakarot." And then we did see that Beerus finally praising Gohan. Not finally, but he is praising Gohan for like, hey, you took one of the members of the three Partridges out. Yeah, at least you take one out. And Goku looks back, finally being a father for once. For once. And Vegeta's like, eh, you picked the wrong time to actually be a dad. Focus on this annoying dude that deflected my final flash just to stay. See, Jiren has these special eyes that probably has an ability to create like a barrier or deflecting, like all that stuff. So it's not just him being so strong, all I do is look at it. It's maybe an ability that he has that he does to actually deflect it. But I'm getting ahead of it. We're now focused on back to the main fight involving Toppo. It's Under 17 Toppo. Under 17 looks back at the talk, the middle structure, and looks like, hey, it's 5 minutes left. And when you just hear the word 5 minutes, there's only one person in Dragon Ball community that reversed 5 minutes. This might be a Frieza episode, and it is. Now, well, like I was 17, he got his head on the plan. He attacked when transforming. He knows how serious it is. Knows those whole BS waiting for transformation and stuff. So he decides to keep firing with this infinite energy at Toppo, trying to run out the clock. Dude, do you know how long 5 minutes is right now? 5 minutes is probably 5 episodes. And there's only 6 episodes left. So yeah, you have to be doing that for 5 minutes. But since we're not gonna watch oh, you doing instead of doing a key blast for 5 whole minutes straight, Toppo sees an opening and takes it and fires a powerful blast wave. And at 17, which is there's another beam struggle, which I swear to God, it's starting to be overrated. But if Toppo is winning, Toppo seems to be a lot better. It's pushing back 17. And while that Frieza's been mocked, is basically right behind him, mocking Toppo's justice, like, hey, what are you gonna do about it, huh? Death beam. You gonna do about it? Turn around and fight me. Oh. Is that like start mocking about justice and stuff? But Toppo's trying to focus on the task at hand, but Frieza's just being this douche, just like, hey, where's that justice now? Like start mocking justice. Keep firing death beams after death beam, and Toppo's losing his full grip on his beam stroke and started losing a bit. Eventually, Frieza blasts Toppo with powerful energy, which makes him like almost drop his uh heat energy struggle, beam struggle, allowing 17 to take him out. Not take him out, because Whis notices that Toppo has not appeared by the stand, so he's still in the game. And his clothes are shredded, and Frieza's just there, mocking his justice. Like, your fabric is like as weak as your justice thing, and like I'll have to do much effort just to sort of lightly kick you away, even though Frieza's Frieza's acting like a very much of a douche in this episode, and Toppo's like getting up, like he's had enough, like. But it's doing this whole cliche thing where like they talk crap about someone, but there's like this like a huge figure like right in front of them, and they don't care until it finally happens and they get bodied. Yeah, it's doing that whole cliche thing, but it's rare to see on this one. But I'll let it pass. It's just now Toppo admits that justice has like justice is worthless now. by paying attention to how he said it, justice is worthless now. The word now is not he's not saying that forget it, justice is worthless. Like there's no need for justice anymore. Justice is dead. It's overrated. That he's not saying that. The word now is applying in this particular moment, and he is right. That's why I like Toppo because Toppo in a sense, like when it comes to their mind, they know like there's no honor, there's no mercy, and there's no this justice. You are fighting for survival. Put all that behind you and focus on him. Toppo knows that he's still a guy with justice at heart. You can't deny that. If you said justice is worthless, then okay. But the word now means at this moment, justice is worthless because he needs to survive, and this justice thing is holding him back. So he decides to take up a deal with, what I said, and he does this like swole transformation as Toppo then becomes this god of destruction that has been hinted by the preview. And Bears is shocked, the clown guy is rejoicing. He surrounds himself in destruction energy, which means anything that touches him gets destroyed. So Frieza's like, I've seen that same power before, I'll block it easy. I think the different was Sigil was only using a third of it, or Toppo was stronger, and basically like Frieza, it starts to overtake Frieza, and the explosion is so immense it spreads. The agent has to put a barrier around the stand, and the ring just like gets a little bit like cracked and destroyed, like damaged more. Like there's some like edges that are being fall off, like split open somewhere. And the sky has also changed its accent. It's just like what happens when you hit the halfway mark. And so 17 has to deal with Toppo now, and 17 has who has like he's thinking of a weakness of Toppo, and there is only one weakness that he comes to mind, and when he is not a full god of destruction, so he has to still charge his attack. That could be an opening spot that they need to beat Toppo. And Frieza returns again, and he's doing that whole like Namek saga, like how he survived the spirit bomb. It's a callback to the Namek saga, how he has one eye tripping, like he's doing that same exact stand. So he's like, you're screwed, he's just a supernova. Oh man, you might miss him. Frieza's death ball. Come on man, where's Frieza's death ball? I don't know why he's doing supernova. I like Frieza's death ball was much cooler. I mean, what has Frieza used his death ball? I don't think Frieza's ever used it. It's really sad. He used supernova, he uses death ball. Of course, he uses death beam a lot, but he has not used death ball. I hope he uses it when he comes back. And he just used like a little like flick of the destruction and destroys the supernova instantly. And when he rushes at you, oh my god, it's gonna be my thumbnail. When he rushes at you, oh that looks terrifying. It was at this moment, Frieza knew nothing about that. He just messed and took a huge cut, and it has him in the squeeze. It looked painful. Man, Toppo was, and he even used Frieza like, oh, the trash belongs in the trash bin. Isn't that right? And I like how he brought that back, brought his own words against him. And so I could easily destroy you, but Toppo can, honestly. God destruction and weakened Frieza. And by his attack, it looked like it was like taking away his golden a bit when he was like trying to hold that destruction. But anyway, he just kicks him out. And then 17 does the whole Frieza line that's been repeated a lot. Oops, my leg slipped. Oh come on. They've used it like so many times. Either they have twitchy legs like I do right now, or they're just love the writers are just loving that joke. And we see us 17 and a couple like do a beam shot, like dude, that last moment that shows that 17 blast and Toppo's Hakai like colliding, that's really dumb. You know what's gonna happen. It's just gonna like be that 17 blast is gonna be destroyed. And that was basically the end of that episode, and I enjoyed it. Toppo looks like a badass. He probably is my favorite member of the Universe 11. Pride Troopers. Margarita is still my favorite Universe 11. She's my favorite angel right now. She looks like Harley Quinn. That's probably why. Now the next episode, it looks like Vegeta stepping in here, surpassing the gods. Two things in a thumbnail. Again, they gotta stop doing this. One, it says surpassing the gods. Could you surpass Toppo? Could you actually be able to take Toppo out? But then they say about Vegeta, are you gonna sacrifice yourself? So is Vegeta gonna like try to get himself killed so that Toppo will be disqualified? That is that's still lightning because Vegeta's importance in the show. But at the end, Toriyama does not like Vegeta that much. He was only brought back because the fans liked him. But I probably don't think Vegeta is going to die. If he does, it'll be a good plan. Honestly, it's a good plan. Like if you sacrifice yourself, all you have to do is focus on Jiren. But 17 looks like this is 17's time. Like they teased about 17 being eliminated when fighting Eliza, but this is 17 time. There's no way 17 beat Toppo. Like he did try to analyze it, but it's not gonna happen with Toppo. Anyway, that was my review. Please like, subscribe. I have Dragon Ball Fighter Z, some Geometry Dash, and more reviews in the future. Super's ending in 6 days, man, that's gonna be rough. Anyway, this has been Kenan von Kaiser, legendary gamer, and remember, I'm not OP. I'm just that good. See you next time.
It's time to jump up in the air. Jump